her story, so she had dealt with that all that night.
Of course, if there were easy answers.
Right. I mean, again, we are just trying to sort through this. There's some broken logic here for sure. Now, here's the thing about that. That does look bad, because she did steal a pistol and a little bit of money out of his wallet. However, the odd thing here is, if you were trying to make this entire story up, and this was all just to get at this guy, why do you admit to stealing a pistol and something else, and also admit to accidentally firing off a shot when there's no reason for you to admit to that? She's the one that brought it to, they didn't ask her. She said in her initial reporting, she told them that she had taken the firearm and the money. And honestly, if I'm in that situation, now granted, it is very hard for me to get into the mind of a terrified 5'6" woman when I'm a 200-pound, 6'3" guy who's never been in a situation like that, but just trying to put yourself in her shoes for a second, you've already been, according to, in her own mind, at the very least, she's already been taken advantage of, raped, and then locked into the room, so it's obvious this guy doesn't want her to get away, if nothing else, in her own mind. So if I'm still on the guy's property, I find a pistol, I grab that thing too, to be perfectly honest, with every intention of returning it, of course. But still, if I'm in that situation, I'll worry about those other lesser crimes later. And as far as severe danger, and if I do feel that I'm in danger of my own life, I probably just worry about that and sort it out later. And she admitted it to cops immediately. They didn't find out about it through someone else. She told them that. They confessed to the theft and firing the round off when police don't even know about that yet. So it does kind of, even though that is evidence against her and it's a crime that she committed, some of it doesn't 100% add up if the whole thing is fabricated. Priors, and because there's no evidence that she earnestly resisted, which, by the way, that's what we're about to get to. The Alabama law states that for it to qualify as a rape, the victim must prove that they earnestly resisted. And so apparently this case did not meet that qualification, which meant that the officers could not proceed.
Pretty email security with advanced threat detection can stop a ransomware attack in its tracks. Measure Barracuda Backup allows you to recover your data without having to surrender to extortion. Hey, when you protect your business data with Barracuda,
Good up, or this is a problem with the law itself. And I understand that, like I've said on this show many times, particular case, because the law is just that vague, it's hard to tell whether or not they really believed they couldn't proceed or they didn't want to proceed. So whether or not you, regardless of what side you fall in on this case, everybody should be on the side of figuring out what happened. That's correct to take, regardless of where that evidence leads.
Now, Obama said over and over, if you like your plan, you can keep your plan. If you like your doctor, you can keep your doctor. Lie and lie. Millions lost their plans and their doctors and had to pay more for worse coverage. Obama raised taxes to pay for all this and then used the IRS to punish those who didn't fall in line. Obamacare has limited the American economy and health care. They pay for policies that violated their faith, forcing them to sue for relief. Obamacare cost America money, jobs, and medical care, but mostly our freedom. Republicans are fat to see as the day. They have us. There's no excuses here. End this now, once and for all. It's just credit card fraud, but that's only one form of identity theft. And if you're just monitoring your credit and checking your bank statements, you could miss other forms of identity theft, like your personal information being sold on the dark web or 1K. It's a good thing there's LifeLock. They use proprietary technology and alert you to all these threats. Problem. One of based restoration specialists work to fix it. Now, of course, one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses. Join now and get 10% off when you visit lifelock.com.